The Antichrist system is already here. The truth. The 7 warnings of Peter Thiel. Warning number 1. The Savior Complex. Thiel's most chilling prediction: the Antichrist will arrive not as a conqueror, but as a problem solver. When crisis hits, economic collapse, natural disasters, war, one man will step forward with all the answers. He'll have the technology, the resources, and the plan to fix everything, and humanity will worship him for it. But here's the trap. Every solution will require just a little more control, a little more surveillance, a little more trust, until you realize you've traded your freedom for safety and gotten neither. Warning number 2, the technology of control. The smartphone in your pocket is more powerful than the secret police of any dictatorship. Today's surveillance state doesn't need to spy on you. You voluntarily carry a tracking device everywhere. You post your thoughts online. You buy products that listen to your conversations. The Antichrist won't need to build a surveillance system. We've already built it for him. He'll just need to flip the switch. Warning number 3, the global platform. Thiel predicts the Antichrist will control through a single global platform. One system for money, communication, identity, and commerce. No alternatives, no escape. Once everyone depends on one system, whoever controls that system controls everyone. Think about how close we already are. How many companies control your entire digital life? How many platforms could shut you out of society with a click? Warning number 4, the illusion of choice. Democracy will be the Antichrist's greatest weapon, not because he'll destroy it, but because he'll perfect it. He'll give people exactly what they vote for, what they think they want, until they realize they voted away their freedom one comfortable compromise at a time. The most dangerous tyranny is the one people choose for themselves. Warning number 5, the crisis solution cycle. Here's where Thiel's warning gets truly terrifying. The Antichrist won't just solve existing problems, he'll create new ones. Each crisis will demand a new solution. Each solution will require more power. It's a cycle that never ends until absolute control is achieved. Warning number 6, the moral inversion. The Antichrist will make evil look like good and good look like evil. Freedom will be called selfishness. The greatest trick won't be fooling people about what's happening. It will be convincing them that what's happening is right. Warning number 7, the point of no return. There will come a moment when resistance becomes impossible, not because it's too dangerous, but because it's too uncomfortable. When the system provides everything you need, when life is easy and safe, when speaking out means losing everything, most people will choose silence. The Antichrist's victory won't come through force. It will come through convenience. Now here's where this story becomes truly mind-blowing. Everything Peter Thiel describes, every strategy, every warning, every step was already written in the Bible 2,000 years ago. What if I told you the end of the world won't look like the movies? No fire raining from the sky, no armies marching in the streets. Instead, it starts with your phone buzzing with a helpful notification, a friendly reminder that keeps you safe. Peter Thiel, the man who helped create PayPal and built one of the world's most powerful surveillance companies, has a terrifying warning. The Antichrist won't storm into power screaming threats. He'll whisper promises of protection while slowly tightening the chains. It won't begin with chaos, it will begin with comfort. While the world fears an evil tyrant shouting commands, the real threat will wear a savior's smile. Peter Thiel, the tech billionaire behind PayPal and Palantir, has uncovered a chilling truth. The Antichrist won't gain power through fear, but through promises of protection. He'll warn of destruction and offer safety. He'll gain trust, not through force, but through logic. Surveillance, control, and regulation, disguised as peacekeeping, will become the tools of global submission. And by the time people realize they've bowed to darkness, they'll believe they were protected by the light. But here's what will shock you most. The Bible warned us about this exact strategy 2,000 years ago. Every single move Thiel describes was already written in ancient prophecy. The question isn't if this will happen. The question is, are you ready to recognize it when it does? Peter Thiel isn't your typical tech billionaire. While others dream of faster phones and better apps, Thiel studies power, real power, the kind that shapes nations and controls minds. His company Palantir doesn't just process data, it predicts human behavior for governments worldwide. And Thiel has seen something that keeps him awake at night. He's watched how technology can make slavery look like salvation, how surveillance can feel like safety, how the greatest tyrants in history didn't seize power, they were handed it by grateful populations. Here's Thiel's first warning that will make your blood run cold. The most dangerous dictator is the one people beg to rule them. Think about it. The pattern is always the same: crisis, savior, slavery. But Thiel sees something even more frightening coming. A leader who won't need armies or violence. Someone who will control through convenience, through systems that anticipate your needs before you feel them. The Antichrist won't break down your door. He'll knock politely and ask if you'd like him to solve all your problems. The ancient prophets saw the same future that terrifies modern tech billionaires. Biblical warning. Number 1. The peaceful conqueror. Daniel 8:25 warns, "By peace he shall destroy many." The Antichrist won't come with weapons. He'll come with solutions, with treaties, with promises of safety and prosperity. And through peace, he'll accomplish what no warrior ever could. Biblical warning. Number 2. The signs and wonders. Revelation 13:13 describes how the Antichrist will perform great signs, even causing fire to come down from heaven to the earth in the sight of men. But think about this in modern terms. What would ancient people call our technology? Our screens, our satellites, our instant global communication. The Antichrist won't need supernatural powers. He'll have something better. Technology that seems supernatural to those who don't understand it. Biblical warning. Number 3. The mark of commerce. Revelation 13:17 warns that no one will be able to buy or sell unless he has the mark. Not forced implants or tattoos. A system so convenient, so necessary, so integrated into daily life that you can't function without it. Sound familiar? How many things can you buy without a phone, without internet, without digital payment systems? Biblical warning. Number 4. The global worship. Revelation 13:8 says, "All who dwell on the earth will worship him, not through force, but through gratitude, through relief, through the genuine belief that this person has saved humanity from destruction." The most dangerous worship is the kind that feels like common sense. Biblical warning number 5, the false prophet. Revelation 13:11 describes a second beast that spoke like a dragon, but had 2 horns like a lamb. A religious leader who preaches peace while serving evil. Someone who will make the Antichrist system feel not just practical, but holy. Biblical warning number 6, the surveillance state. Revelation 13:15 warns, "The image of the beast will be given breath, and will cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed." In ancient language, this describes a system that watches everyone, identifies rebels, and eliminates resistance. Biblical. Warning number 7. The deception of the elect. Matthew 24. 24 warns that the deception will be so complete that even the elect might be fooled. The smartest people, the most spiritual people, the most careful people. If it were possible, they would be deceived too. Biblical. Warning number 8. The prosperity trap. Revelation 18:3 describes how the merchants of the earth have become rich through the abundance of her luxury. The Antichrist system won't just control people, it will make them wealthy, comfortable, dependent on the very system that enslaves them. Biblical. Warning number 9. The speed of collapse. Revelation 18:10 warns that the system will fall in 1 hour, not gradually, not over years. When it collapses, it will happen so fast that no one will be able to escape. Those who trusted the system will be trapped inside it. Biblical. Warning number 10. The illusion of invincibility. Revelation 13:4 records humanity asking, who is like the beast? Who is able to make war with him? The Antichrist power will seem so absolute, so overwhelming, that resistance will feel impossible. And that's exactly when God will act. Scene 5. The strategy revealed. Now you can see the full picture. Peter Thiel isn't just warning about future technology. He's describing a 2,000-year-old prophecy coming true in real time. The Antichrist strategy isn't new, it's ancient, and it's perfect. Here's how it works. Create a problem, offer a solution, gain control, repeat. Each cycle gives him more power. Each crisis makes people more willing to surrender freedom for security. Until one day, they wake up in a prison they built themselves. But here's what will shock you most. The Bible doesn't just warn about this system. It tells us exactly how it ends, and it's not pretty for the Antichrist. Scene 6. The final revelation. Peter Thiel has seen the future, and it terrifies him. Not because he doesn't understand it, but because he does. He knows that the technology exists right now to create the perfect tyranny. A system so efficient, so helpful, so necessary that people will defend it even as it destroys them. The Antichrist won't need to seize power. We're building his throne for him, one app at a time. One convenience at a time, one compromise at a time. But here's what gives hope. The same book that warned about this system also promises its destruction. The same God who saw this coming 2,000 years ago is the same God who will end it. The Antichrist may seem invincible, but he's not fighting humans. He's fighting the creator of the universe, and that's a fight he cannot win. The question isn't whether this will happen. The question is, when it does, which side will you be on? Will you be among those who recognize the deception, or will you be among those who welcome it with open arms? The choice is yours, but time is running out. Scene 7. The wake-up call. You now know what Peter Thiel knows, what the Bible warned about, what's coming whether we're ready or not. The Antichrist isn't some distant fantasy. He's a present reality waiting for his moment. Every new surveillance system is a tool for his use. Every global crisis is an opportunity for his rise. Every compromise of freedom is a step toward his throne. But knowledge is power. And now you have the knowledge to recognize the deception when it comes. To see through the Savior's smile to the tyrant beneath. To understand that the greatest threat to humanity won't come with obvious evil. It will come with apparent good. The battle for your soul won't be fought with swords and shields. It will be fought with smartphones and social media, with convenience and comfort. With the promise that if you just give up a little more freedom, everything will be okay. Don't believe it. Don't fall for it. And whatever you do, don't let them convince you that slavery is salvation. The Antichrist is coming. But so is the King of Kings, and when the smoke clears, only one will be left standing. Make sure you're standing with the right one. Final scene, the call to action. Peter Thiel's warnings aren't just predictions, they're preparation. The Bible's prophecies aren't just ancient history, they're current events waiting to happen. The Antichrist's rise isn't inevitable because it's prophesied. It's inevitable because we're choosing it. One convenient compromise at a time, one comfortable surrender at a time, one grateful submission at a time. But you don't have to be part of it. You can recognize the deception. You can resist the system. You can choose freedom over safety, truth over comfort, God over government. The question isn't if the Antichrist will rise. The question is, will you rise to meet him? Will you be ready when the test comes? Will you choose well when the choice matters most? Your eternity depends on your answer, and time is running out to decide.